So May, Motorcycle Awareness Month. What is it? What's the deal with it?
Yeah, so thank you. I'm happy to talk about this.
Yeah.
This is something that we take very, very, very seriously at our firm.
What's the state right now? Like what Las Vegas motorcycle, what type of year are we having for motorcycles?
We are
in Las Vegas?
having a horrible, horrible year for motorcyclists. And, you know, some of that is on individual riders who make mistakes. And some of it is on the other motorists who are not looking out. And some of it is a mix.
Yep.
And, you know, every wreck is different, every injury is different, but our fatalities this year are just going through the roof. It's a bad year for motorcycle fatalities. And so that's why May, at our firm, we push very hard for motorcycle awareness. You'll notice, maybe you will, maybe you won't, but we're not a billboard firm. May, we buy billboards, and it'll just say watch for motorcycles. And you know, maybe that'll make a difference, maybe it won't, but if it makes a difference to one person, when they see it and they just in the back of their head, they remember, okay, I do need to watch for motorcycles. Maybe it'll keep one rider out there a little safer. And if that is true, then it is money well spent.
Yeah.
So we'll have billboards out, we'll have an ad campaign trying to just remind people to be on the lookout for motorcycles. Now, the problem with cars on the lookout for motorcycles is we tend as drivers to look for one of two things. We either look for things that are like us or things that are a threat. And so have you ever been out there and you bought a car of a specific color you've never bought before?
Yeah.
Like I bought a blue truck and now all of a sudden I see blue trucks.
Yeah.
Like when we bought a F350 for the company, and after we bought the F350, I saw F350s everywhere.
Yeah.
I never saw them before. But so like if you're a motorcyclist, you see motorcycles everywhere. It's pretty easy to see because it's you.
Yep.
After that, it's instinct to look for threats. And the problem with motorcycles is they're smaller than cars and they're not viewed as a threat usually by other drivers. The one exception is, you know, when you're pissed off at the motorcycle because it zooms past you at 100 miles an hour. Now that's rare. Most of them don't do that. And you don't see most of them because they're usually in line behind you.
Yeah.
You're only seeing like the one or two guys that are going that speed in front of you. But what we need to do as just normal drivers, I've got to be on the lookout for motorcycles, because if you think about that, and now you're in that mindset of I'm going to look for motorcycles, you will see them everywhere. You'll see them everywhere.
Yeah.
And when you are aware of them and you're looking out for them, they're going to be safer. You're going to be safer. Everybody's going to be safer. And so it's worth it, probably every month, but certainly once a year, to really sit down and remind yourself and reset your mentality as a driver. I need to look out for motorcycles. So we do that. And then on, I believe it's May 10th this year, we're going to have a big motorcycle awareness ride and event. And there we try to increase public awareness of motorcycles, but we also try to increase individual motorcyclists' idea of safety, things that'll keep them safe on the road. And we try to teach some of those strategies in this month to, you know, our goal, if you could put me out of business by keeping all the bikes safe,
Fair trade.
I'll go back to music.
Yeah, go back to music. Yeah, definitely. No, as a driver, right? As a car driver, like I've been in car accidents before. I've made mistakes. I've changed lanes too early or too late and gotten hit by the car. You know what I mean?
Right.
We've all done that. Most of us have had a small fender bender in a car accident. On a bike, that could be deadly. So just think twice about, you know, like, hey, I'm not perfect as a driver. You know, this could have been a small mistake, you know, but on a bike, it's tenfold or more. With
Right.
the, you know, with.
And so the message I'd like to give to other motorists out there is keep an eye out,
Yeah.
look for them, be aware. And when you see a bike, give it its room.
Yeah.
Because even, let's say you're in a situation where you get into a wreck, another guy gets hurt, and you really think it's their fault completely, and maybe it is.
Yeah.
Even so, do you want that on your conscience?
That's what I was going to say. You know, even for you people out there that can't stand motorcycle riders, you don't like the noise they make, you don't like them driving down your street, whatever it is, the last thing you want on your conscience, I promise you, is to have to go to bed that night and rethink about the accident you just got in, where someone was seriously hurt or lost their life, even if it was their fault or not, or your fault. Whoever,
it doesn't matter. Because at some point, what we care about is the cost of human life.
Correct.
And even if you don't like that person.
Yes.
Well, one, that makes you kind of a bad person. But because you're happy they got hurt because you don't like it. But regardless, even if you don't like that person, I guarantee you there is somebody that is close to that person that loved them. Mm-hmm. There's a wife, there's a kid, there's a mother, there's a father. There's someone there that loves that person, and now that person is hurt or they're gone.
Yep.
And even if it's not your fault, or even if it's only a little bit your fault, you don't want that on your conscience.
And there's a huge chance that the biker that has you pissed off with bikers isn't the one you got in the accident with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's a big trend. You know what I mean? Like,
it's most of the time it is and I don't condone this activity. It's you're going down the freeway and then somebody lane splits between you and the car next to you, going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They never should have done that.
Correct.
And they're like, motorcycles, I hate them.
Yep.
But the reality is most of the riders ride pretty darn safe.
Yep.
Everybody makes mistakes, but most of them ride pretty darn safe. And your hatred of motorcycles is based on a very small sample size.
We can't judge large groups based on the actions of the worst example.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if we did that, we'd all be monsters.
So this month, go look at the billboards. We're going to have watch for motorcycle billboards out there. And if you see that, just stop for a second and think, maybe I do need to look for motorcycles a little bit more, because just a little bit more mindfulness while driving, it can save a life.
Yep.
So welcome to Motorcycle Awareness Month, and we really hope that we can make a difference in that. Even if we are saving one life or we're preventing one injury, then it's all worth it.
May, Motorcycle Awareness Month. Jared, thank you so much. You guys pay attention, look out for bikes. It's important, it's someone's life, and we'll see you on the next one.
Watch out for riders on the road. Las Vegas has a lot of magic acts on the strip. Think motorcycles just vanish? They don't. Look again. Brought to you by Throttle Law.